Hi guys, Catalunya this week in the crossbow. Here's my attempt at a lap guide. Hopefully it helps. So coming out of the last corner, you want to maximise your run onto the straight. Something to bear in mind, I don't shift up to 5th for maximum speed. I let it sit on the rev limiter. If you're trying to save fuel, if you have to save fuel, I guess that's different. Braking around the 300, between the 300 board and that F on the fence. Heavy on the brakes. Back into 3rd, and what you want to do, you want to aim sort of for the start of the curb there, and then drift the car out wide, and then cut back in, again back against the curb to try and get drive out. Back against the curb, flat. Here is just a bit of a lift, probably about halfway down this curve. Hit this curve on the apex. Don't drive across the green, because that's will make the rear of the car slide, and also it's a bit of a penalty zone as well. So just sort of clip the red and white curb here. Then full throttle. You can have your outside wheels on the red and white curb here, and you won't get a penalty, but if you go further, you will. So flat, 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 and here is just a lift at the end of the curb. So lift off the throttle, and I sort of use that curbstone as a bit of a marker to start putting the throttle back down. Mindful not to go too wide here. Use all of the curb, but don't use the gravel or get your inside wheels over the red and white. Otherwise that is a penalty. Now braking for the hairpin, I'm using about that little pole there, just in front of the 100-meter board, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Only down to 3rd, not into 2nd. You sort of want to hit the apex, but it's alright if you run a little bit wider of the apex just to keep the momentum of the car going. Using 3rd the whole time. Accelerate out. Penalty zone here, if you go outside that yellow bit, you want to sort of aim for the end of the yellow strip there as your exit point. Flat through here, take the curve on the left. You want to brake here probably just as you're about to hit that curve, and you want to sort of keep the car straight so that you end up pushing a little bit wide, and then come back in. And again, I'm going to use sort of that curbstone as the marker for me to start accelerating again. Careful of the understeer, not to go in the gravel, but you can use all the green stuff on the left hand side here. Then you want to start thinking about braking when you start to see sort of the red sausage or the curb there of the next corner. Brake late apex, because when you come round the corner you want to be sort of hugging the inside here. You don't want to end up wide, pushing wide out to set you up for the first part of the chicane. So through there. Now braking just just before the curb, or you can use the bridge up the top, the banner thing up the top. Braking fairly heavily. You're going to feel like you're sort of too slow into the corner, but that seems to be the way to go. Using 3rd gear as well, not 2nd. 2nd seems to slow the car down, or it'll rotate and slide the rear. Also, don't jump the first sausage in the chicane, so just take the red and white. Then full on the gas and sort of lift So you need to manipulate, but you want to make sure that sausage is right under the middle of your car. Flat again. It's penalty zone if you go outside, again, that yellow strip. But you want to have your outside wheels basically on top of that strip. And then flat, take that inside curb. Don't really take too much curb. There is also a penalty zone out there. You probably just want to run it on just the red and white curb. And that's it. That's the lap. So, hopefully that helped. Thanks for watching, and I will now let the lap run without me speaking in the background. Good luck for this weekend.